Yeah, yes, let's go.
For all season long at People's National Bank, McDonald's, the UPS Store, Clark Transportation, SI Suzuki String, IBEW Local 702, and First Mid-Bank and Trust. The Lions are also powered by Polar Whip, the Bank of Herons, Joe's Lawn Service, Ron Ward Chevrolet, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, and John A. Logan College. These businesses also support the Carterville Lions, SIU Credit Union, Infinity Realty, Rob's Pit Barbecue, Fire Masters, Children's Orthodontics, and Banterra Bank. It's time for the Carterville Lions on NewsRadio WJPF. Here's Scott Hudson and the voice of the Carterville Lions, Dave McKenzie.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Trico High School on this Wednesday evening for game number 2 of the Ernie Bozarth Tournament, taking place here at Trico, and the other half taking place down at Murphysboro High School. I'm Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson alongside. Weren't we just here, bud?
I think we were just here a couple of hours ago, or at least it seems that way. But here we are again on night number 2 of the Ernie Bozarth Tournament Trico side. We just saw an exciting game between Steeleville and Redbud. Redbud beating Steeleville 46-39. Very good game. Steeleville led early, led at half, but Redbud came back and won a very exciting game. So basically what this sets up now for Carterville, if they can win this game tonight, they are going to play Redbud at 5:30 Friday night. Whoever wins that game will go to the championship game on Saturday in Murphysboro, because both Redbud's 2-0, Carterville wins their 2-0. It's setting up to be a very special Friday night.
Carterville Lions coming off an impressive 75-48 win on Monday night over Steeleville, and for the first game of the year, I was pretty happy with the performance of the Lions.
I think everybody was. I was a little surprised that Carterville 1 put up that many points and shot as well as they did from the field, considering a lot of those starters were football players. So I was pleasantly surprised. I'm sure Coach Hawkins was. And one thing we didn't talk about it before that first game is without Aiden Hinton, without Nolan Hartford this year, this is an audition tournament for some of these kids on Carterville to get more playing time, to show Coach Hawkins, I can fill in, I can give you quality minutes. And quite frankly, everybody that played Monday night for Carterville contributed in one way, shape, or form.
And it's quite a contrast because Shane Hawkins has a deep roster that he can go to. He's got 18 players on his roster, and you look at Trico that we're facing tonight, they've got about 10.
Yeah, that could really work into Carterville's favor if this game, if Trico gets in foul trouble. And then Trico would be in big trouble. I mean, right now, Carterville's obviously the better team on paper. You still have to play the game. But Carterville is very deep, especially at the guard position. They have a lot of kids that can play guard. Barrington, Chastain, Waller, Crane, who I call instant offense when he comes in the game. But they've got a lot of depth, especially at the guard position.
Well, you also call Caden Hawkins Tenacious D, too. So
I'll call him Sir. He keeps playing like that.
Caden led Carterville in scoring on Monday night with 21. Peyton Biddle, an outstanding game. He had 19, chipping in 2 3-pointers. And then you also had Cade Lustenberger that got into double digits with an even 10. And about 7 or 8 players got on the scorebook. So this team has some depth.
They have some depth, and they're very exciting. They can all shoot the ball. They scored 75 points the other night, and Berkey, who was in foul trouble early, didn't get into any rhythm offensively. You know, Vanderzeel, who started, I thought played a good game, I don't think he scored, but played a good game defensively. So those are two players that you know are going to score points eventually.
Carterville 1-0 on the season. Trico comes into this game 0-1. It's your pregame show taking place here for your Carterville Lions, brought to you by People's National Bank. We're going to take our first break, and when we come back, you're going to hear from the head coach of the Carterville Lions, Shane Hawkins. It's next here on News Radio WJPF.
SIU Credit Union checking accounts just got better. Not only can you earn interest with
Welcome back to our People's National Bank pregame show. Just a few minutes ago, I had a chance to talk to the head coach of the Carterville Lions about this matchup tonight against the Trico Pioneers.
Game number 2 of the Ernie Bozarth.
Yeah, we got through. Like we talked about on Monday or whatever night it was then when we played. It's been such a long week already. It's that first game's love-hate. You love that the season's here, but just there's so many unknowns of how's your team going to be. In our case, it's a little bit different, knowing that we weren't prepared. What would they do? Would they do something we're not prepared for? You just kind of hope to survive that first one and hope that your guys play really, really hard. And I thought we did that. I thought we played hard, scored it, shot it at a really high clip, which kind of, sometimes gives you that false feeling that you played really well. I thought offensively we did a lot of good things. I think defensively we were very good. I thought we got some turnovers, but it was more out of traps and we got them sped up a little bit. But we were not good in the half court. I think they were like 65% from 2 point, which is way too high. They were getting easy shots. They got a lot of stuff at the rim and in the paint. And so we watched film yesterday, and it's going to be a process. It's going to be baby steps. And our hope tonight is that we make some improvements and adjustments from Monday night, and hope to see some improvement in those areas tonight.
The one thing that really stood out to me about the Lions on Monday night, just the pure athletic ability of this team, that sometimes when you can't get into your set, where that ability just takes over. Yeah,
you got pretty good length, you got pretty good strength, you got pretty good athleticism, you got pretty good skill. So sometimes we may have to rely just on being basketball players, especially early, and where execution may not be at top notch. Is we got guys who can make plays, and we got guys who can make plays on both ends of the floor, and we got guys who can go get some stuff off the offensive glass and can create some stuff, create some offense with our defense. And again, it's going to be a process for us, and if we can kind of make slight improvements every night this week, and hopefully we walk out of here Saturday night that we're better than we were when we got here on Monday. And then we get to next week and we have 4 days where we can practice just getting ourselves better before next weekend.
So tonight you're taking on the host team, Trico. What do you know?
You know, it's always we talked about it with our guys Monday night. The team that hosted tournaments, they always play better in their tournaments. It's just, you know, you look at holiday tournaments are a big thing. It's the teams that host always play well. It doesn't matter how their season's going. They always play better than maybe they expected, or better than what they've been playing in their tournament. And tonight will be no different. It's again, they had some issues Monday night, first game of the year. We all have issues, and sometimes it goes well for you, sometimes it doesn't. And so they had a day to prepare for us, and today a day for them to get better. So I think they'll be better tonight than what they were on Monday night. And you know, we have to do the same ourselves.
Starters for tonight?
We'll go the same way we went on Monday night.
Hey, Brian,
Peyton,
go on to the second
Berkey,
break after him.
Anderson and Luxemburger. And
yeah, that's going to usually be the plan.
I'd like to be able to play 8 or 10 in the first half, and we got into some foul issues. We got into foul issues early in the second quarter on Monday night, but I thought Barrington did a very good job. I thought Braden Wakey did a very good job, and so it was good for those guys. It didn't help us from a standpoint of conditioning and getting those game reps for those other guys, but we were able to get some of those guys some valuable minutes off the bench, and that's going to make us better down the stretch.
Kind of helped the coach get into his rotations too.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it kind of forced our hand a little bit, and we had some guys out there that were kind of dying a little bit. I said, I can't get you out. We're kind of where we're at right now, and which was good. And it's, you get a chance to see guys play. It's different in practice. It's Monday through Thursdays. You know, on a typical week's a little bit different. It's what can you do on Friday night when the lights are on, the popcorn's popping, and you know, I thought we had some guys do some really good things on Monday night, and again, we're going to need those guys and a couple other ones just to kind of step up and make improvements as we go.
Well, just so you know, as we left the gym, I smelled burnt popcorn, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. That.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
People's National Bank has 2 great CD specials for you. A 9 at 2% APY and a 15-month CD at 2.5% APY. Come in today to take advantage of this limited-time offer. Stop by any People's National Bank location and open a 9-month CD at 2% APY or a 15-month CD at 2.5% APY today. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Annual percentage yield accurate as of September 27th, 2022. $500 to open and obtain APY.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school, students can easily transition to one of the select this season and
it's still a good time to sell. Call Infinity to
Back at Trico High School, Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson alongside. Trico on Monday night lost to Redbud 57-34. Carterville wins on Monday night 75-48. And they are going to square off here in just a moment. We're going to take our final break here on our PNB pregame show. Stay with us. Lions basketball next on News Radio WJPF.
You don't have to be.
No anthem.
Increase the value of your
anthem
home
again,
and save money. Fire.
We're getting you set for Carterville Lions basketball on this Wednesday evening, midweek hoops for you. As the Carterville Lions starting lineup was just announced, Carterville, Scott Hudson going to be the visiting team here this evening, and Coach going with the same starting lineup he had on Monday night.
Same starting lineup, different uniforms tonight. With all orange on Monday night, going all blue tonight. But this Carterville team, man, they were very impressive on Monday night.
Peyton Biddle, the 5'7" senior, wears number 4, gets the start, had 19 points on Monday night. Blake Berkey, the 6'1" senior, wears number 12. Blake on Monday night wound up with 4 points. Caden Hawkins, the engine, the locomotive, Tenacious D. He had 21 to lead all scorers on Monday night, the 6-foot senior. Adam Vanderzil, the 6'2" senior at one wing, wears number 30. He was held scoreless on Monday night, but still played a good game. And then it'll be the 6'5" senior, Cade Lustenberger, wears number 40. Cade in double digits with 10 on Monday night. Coach Michael Marks and the Trico Pioneers, their starting lineups are being announced tonight. It's going to be the senior, number 3, Gavin Wilkes. The senior, number 11, Preston Johnson. Also the junior, number 23, Brady Hines. Number 24, the junior, Cannon Wilson. And it'll be Jacob Cohen, the senior, who wears number 34. For Michael Marks, it'll be Wilkes, Johnson, Hines, Wilson, and Cohen.
This could be another game, Dave, like Monday night, where Carterville, Coach Hawkins could get into his bench and let a lot of kids play. As I said earlier, these kids are auditioning for playing spots with no Hartford, no Hinton this year, and they did very well last Monday night, so we'll see if they can do it again. I will say this, though, in Coach's interview, he was right. Carterville did not really play good defense, interior defense. Steeleville got too many baskets in the paint. That'll have to change tonight.
These two teams met in this tournament a year ago, and the Lions beat them 57-38. Trico a year ago finished the season 7-25. Both teams are on the floor as we are getting you set here at the Ernie Bozarth Memorial Tournament, the Trico side of the tournament. And we are glad to have you. Don't forget you can watch the game on YouTube. Just go over and search Dave McKenzie, or you can search Carterville Lions versus Trico Pioneers. That'll get you right there with the radio call. Thank you for tuning in. Carterville wins the tip. We are underway. The boys in blue moving left to right on your radio dial as they get into their first offensive set. Between the circles, it's Caden Hawkins. On the right wing is Blake Berkey. Now they work it to the left wing. That's Peyton Biddle. Hawkins kicks it to Lustenberger. Great ball movement by the Lions on this possession to start, but they turn it over and give it to the Pioneers. Taking it the other way into the front court, it is Brady Hines, and they reverse it out to the right wing. That's Gavin Wilkes. He'll come up top, reset the offense to Cannon Wilson. Now they work it over to the right side. Hines has it. Has the ball slapped out of his hands. Turnover, Pioneers. Here comes Peyton Biddle the other way. Leaves it for Caden Hawkins, and the layup is good. Carterville's on the board, 2-0.
Only Biddle faked the pass, then faked the shot, and gave it to Hawkins for the easy 2.
Across the logo, it is Gavin Wilkes to the left wing. That's where Hines takes over. Pulled up, turns it over. Carterville's Blake Berkey comes away with it. Turnover number 2 on the Pioneers. The other way, the layup is good from Peyton Biddle.
Berkey is one of the best defenders a lot of people don't know about in Southern Illinois, and he just proved it there.
Because he can jump, and he's got great hands. Nice cut to the bucket, and the layup is good for Preston Johnson of Trico.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Pioneers.
Berkey has it. Little 15-foot jumper from the right baseline's no good, and a whistle. And it's going to be a foul on Carterville's Vanderzil, it looks like.
I like Berkey taking that shot. He was open. He's got a good enough touch that if he's open, you got to take that shot.
Trico with the basketball. Vanderzil had 3 fouls in game 1 on Monday night. A long 3 from the right wing's no good. Put back, and the ball's jammed underneath the basket, and that's where it stays. Jump ball possession arrow stays with the Pioneers.
Don't see that very often anymore, but I actually thought that Wilkes got fouled from behind, but they didn't call it, but Trico will keep the ball.
It's going to be Hines. It triggers from the far baseline, gets it in, left-hand layup, can't fall for Wilson, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it's Carterville basketball.
Well, that quick start by Carterville didn't face Trico. They've come back, and they've kind of forced the issue.
4-2 the score. Carterville in the front court. Hawkins between the circles. Left side it goes to Biddle. Looks inside. Skip pass right wing to Berkey. Top of the key. Open three from Hawkins is short. Long rebound controlled by Brady Hines of Trico, but the ball is tipped out of bounds. Great hustle. Great defensive hands out there by Blake Berkey, but the ball stays with the Pioneers.
Yeah, Berkey's playing like he's on the football field. Very aggressive, and that's what you like to see.
His face is already red.
Yeah.
He's all flushed up. He's ready to go. Hines has it, Wilkes has it. Top of the circle, now right wing. Nice feed to the low block. Down to Wilson, turns around, has his shot partially blocked, and the rebound by Hawkins. Outlet pass to Berkey. Oh, underneath the basket. Pass it up, kicks it to Biddle for three from the right corner.
Biddle found an opening here in the corner right in front of us and buried it like he did several times on Monday night.
Gavin Wilkes, the senior, across the logo at midcourt, moving right to left. 7-2 is our score, 5:20 remaining, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Jacob Cohen from Trico.
Already 3 turnovers on the Pioneers. Carterville's defense is just relentless right now.
Stifling right now. You're
and
right.
Trico is playing a zone, so Carterville's going to have to shoot over that.
And they got the shooters to do it, though. Biddle has it, gets it to Lustenberger. His turnaround jumper from the left elbow is good. Everything's firing on all cylinders right now for the Lions.
Now you keep doing that, Trico's going to have to get out of that zone.
Crossover dribble by Wilkes across midcourt. Has Caden Hawkins on him defensively. Carterville's matched up man-to-man. They force another turnover the other way. Taking it to the rack. That's Caden Hawkins. 4 for Hawkins. Carterville's blown up to an 11-2 lead. 4:47 on the clock here in the first quarter. Timeout called by Coach Michael Marks. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 60. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Hey, quick, tell me the greatest thing about Polar Whip, Energy's finest restaurant. You're probably going to say the little prices. You're probably going to say double cheeseburger. You're probably going to say maybe the fried pickles or the corn nuggets or the barbecues or the chili. Well, how about this? My favorite thing is the car hop. Yeah, the car hop. You pull up, you pull into Polar Whip, boom, and they just magically appear. You give them your order, and then in just a few minutes, you have your delicious meal from Polar Whip. And you save money, too. It's the car hop, Polar Whip.
Dr. Childers and his team have been creating smiles across Southern Illinois for over... Dr. Childers will help you achieve this smile.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in beautiful downtown Carterville. Punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and the experience that comes from 40 years in the business. Find out more at charliesairandheat.com. Lions have a 9-point lead, 11-2. Trico coming out of the timeout, turns it over. Here come the Lions the other way. Caden Hawkins across midcourt, right wing to Biddle. Biddle reverses with Hawkins, takes it to the top, now has it left wing to Lustenberger. Lusty looks inside, skip pass right wing. Berkey's going to put up from 3. His is off the front of the iron, and the rebound by Trico. Into the front court. It's Lex Deming into the game for the Pioneers, and we have a foul that is called on the Carterville Lions, and that's going to be on Peyton Biddle.
Carterville's relentless defense is forcing Trico to play an up-tempo game, which is not what they want to do.
They get the ball in, and the shot is good from Cannon Wilson. It's 11-4 with 4 minutes remaining.
Nice inbounds pass, the big man scored.
Carterville has it. They work it around the perimeter, bring it to the right wing. That's Berkey. Takes the pass overhead, gets it to Hawkins. He had to go up after it, gets it back to Berkey. Berkey yet to dribble, skip pass left wing, now to Biddle. Biddle to Hawkins, top of the key, feed into the paint. They kick it back out to Hawkins. Down low, Kate Lustenberg's there. Head fake, gets the defender in the air, but the defender got the hand onto the ball, and Carterville turns it over, but Trico turns it over the other way. Peyton Biddle gets fouled as he goes to the hole, and it's going to be on Brady Hines of the Pioneers.
Biddle has been everywhere in this first quarter. I mean, he's had steal after steal, hit a big 3.
got 5 points in the game. Peyton, who scored 19 on Monday night, misses his first free throw. He's got 5 here, 5 of the 11 from Biddle. Hawkins has 4, Lustenberger has 2. 11 for the score as Adam Vanderzil checks out. Coming into the game for the Lions, Braden Wakey. Second from Biddle is good. 6 now for Peyton.
Barrington comes in for Biddle to give him a break.
Yep. And that's conditioning. Basketball conditioning's part of it.
Yep.
And as we talked to Coach about getting his rotations going. So with the basketball, Trico into the front court. Wilkes works it to the left side. That's Hines. Brady Hines drives it into the paint, takes it to the rack, puts it up off the bottom of the rim. No good. Here come the Lions the other way. Nice lead from Barrington. It was intended for Caden Hawkins, but it was slapped out of bounds by the Pioneers. But it's going to stay here with the Lions.
Well, on the other end, I don't know if Wakey got a piece of the ball, but I tell you what, if you're going to go in the lane with Wakey in the game, you better keep your head up.
Cade Lustenberger pops from the top of the key, no good. Ball's on the floor, Lions control. Here comes Barrington. His little right-hand floater's good for Drew Barrington.
Barrington had a really good first night, and he started off well tonight.
14-4, 10-point lead for the Lions, and a whistle behind the play. It's going to be on Caden Hawkins. That'll be the first. That's the 3rd team foul now on the Lions.
Well, that's one of those aggressive mistakes that Coach Hawkins was talking about. He doesn't have a problem with that as long as it's aggressive.
Maddox Crane, the 5'9" senior, checks in. He's going to replace Blake Perkey, who's going to take a breather. Coach Shane Hawkins having a conversation with the official. Hawk with his hands on his hips. Getting ready to check in will be Brady Hines for Trico. They have the basketball. They're moving right to left with 2:45 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 10-point lead for the Lions, 14-4. They're working around top of the key. Driving into the elbow, kicking it back out top. Now driving to the right elbow, pulled up. Nice D by the Lions. 3 from the left wing, no good. That shot taken by Preston Johnson. Ball goes out of bounds. Players go out of bounds. And that was Blake Burke, or excuse me, Wakey that wound up in the crowd. He's okay. The ball's going to be Trico Pioneer basketball. From the baseline. They get it in, top of the key, couldn't be handled clean, but it's finally picked up by Wilkes.
Screen.
Step back jumpers, no good from Wilkes. Rebound, Caden Hawkins. He's running, he's gunning, takes it to the elbow. Jumper from 12 is good for Caden Hawkins.
Well, Mr. Everything is doing it again tonight.
6 for Caden. He had 21 on Monday night. Wilkes drives, takes it to the left side. Now they bring it top of the key to Wilson. Wilson has it right in the circle. Over on the left side now, it's Johnson that controls. Yet the dribble, has Lustenberger on him. Fights around the screen, takes it to the baseline, puts the shot up, and a reach-in foul on the floor is going to be called on, I didn't see, it's going to be on Kate Lustenberger.
Yeah, I thought the player Lustenberger was guarding kind of gave a forearm to get Lustenberger out of the way, but the official didn't see it that way.
Lusty and Little Hawk check out. Vandershill back in for the Lions. And Peyton Biddle back in. Turnover on the Pioneers the other way. Here come the Lions. Blake Berkey gets the little layup.
That's Wakey.
Wakey, sorry.
That's all right. They look a lot alike.
It's 18-4, the 14-point lead.
Dave, did you ever used to jump like Wakey?
Nope, never in my entire life.
I did in my dreams one time.
Out of a plane, maybe one time. No, that's a lie. I haven't done that either. Driving and laying it off the glass and getting fouled for the Pioneers is the junior Cannon Wilson.
Wilson just went down the lane with his left hand, and he's big enough that once he gets down near the low blocks, you're going to have to find to stop him or hope that he misses the shot.
Adam Vanderzil picks up the foul, the 15th foul on the Lions, as Cannon Wilson hits the first free throw. 3 in the game now for Wilson, 3 of the 5 belong to the junior. His second free throw is good. It's 18-6, a minute 15 remaining in the first quarter, and a foul is called on Preston Johnson as he got into Peyton Biddle here just below us at Trico High School.
We haven't played 5 quarters yet in this tournament for Carterville, and they've already forced 24 turnovers. And I'm not talking about the apple and cherry kind either.
Over on the right wing, Vandershill drives the baseline, pulls up, now gets it to Crane. Maddox leaves it for Barrington. Barrington on the right wing, dribbles around the top of the key over to the left wing to Biddle. Back to Barrington, back to Biddle. He's going to pull up 3 from there. Can't get that one to go. Rebound to Paxton Seidner for Trico. Seidner across midcourt. Over to Starkey. Starkey just into the game. Down low, they get it to Wilson. Wilson loses the handle, goes out of bounds. They say he stepped on the end line. No, we're going to say it was off of Carterville.
I think it's off of Vandershill, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Johnson triggers, looks around, gets it up top. It comes to Starkey. Starkey dribbles to the left wing inside the arc, kicks it to the right side. Jumper from inside the arc there. Shot no good from Wilson. Pioneers get the board. Nice feed. It's on the floor, taking it right to the hole. Left-hand layup is good for Trico's Cannon Wilson.
Yeah, Carterville just didn't come up with a loose ball on the floor, and Wilson decided, I'll take it and I'll score.
Drew Barrington has it. He runs the offense, top of the circle. Now they work it over to Crane. They work it back and forth around the perimeter, left side to right side. Barrington steps in. Now left wing, it goes to Crane. Back to Barrington, kicks it to the right wing. That's Biddle's three-pointer, short. Ball's tipped around, rebounded by Wilson for Trico. Nice set to into the buzzer. They couldn't get the shot off, and that ends the first quarter. Great start for the Lions once again here tonight. They lead it at the end of one, a 10-point lead. It's 18-8. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. After one, the Carterville Lions lead the Trico Pioneers. It is 18-8.
Carterville 57% from the field, only 30% for the Pioneers.
Carterville has it to start play here in the second. We're glad to have you along on News Radio WJPF. Hawkins back on the floor, Biddle's back on the floor, Vandershill, Lustenberger, and Berkey, the starting 5 for the Lions. Start here in the second. Peyton Biddle got in a little trouble here in the right corner, gets out of it. Now to Hawkins. Hawkins gonna fire a 3 from the top of the key. Can't get that to go. Nice rebound from Vandershill. Kicks it back to Hawkins over the left wing. Berkey's gonna pop it for 3 and good. Blake Berkey for Carterville.
I'm glad Berkey got that one to go. You know, his confidence might have been not where he wanted it to be early in this game, but that's a big 3 by Berkey.
21-11 is the score. And Carterville forces another turnover on Trico. Scoreboard says 18-11, but it's actually 21-8. Over on the right wing, 3 from Vandershill from the corners, out of bounds, is no good, and they're going to say it's off of Trico.
Yeah, they've got the score wrong.
There's timeout on the floor. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling, a full-service salon on Division Street in Carterville. They're open Tuesday through Friday from 8 until 5, Saturday from 8 until 2. There they go. They got the score fixed now, 21-8, as we're just a minute into this second quarter.
Coach Hawkins at the scores table, joking around with everybody.
Of course, Coach got his high school coaching career started here at Trico. Whoa, the ball goes out of bounds up at Vanderzeel. He came flying out of nowhere.
That was a runaway train.
Yep.
Headed for the scores table.
That's 6-2 of look out coming at you.
Man.
Pioneers get the ball in. It winds up in the backcourt after it was tipped by the Lions. So it's Paxton Seidner with it. Top of the key, they work it over to Starkey. Starkey looks inside, dribbles with the left hand around top of the circle. Over just left of the circle for the Pioneers is Gavin Wilkes. Wilkes backs it up, wants to set. 6.5 here in the second quarter. 21-8, Lions lead it. Now to Starkey. Starkey, top of the key, it goes to Seidner. Yet the dribble, gets it back to Starkey. Starkey, right of the circle. He hasn't dribbled yet. Down low, they found the cutting Gavin Wilkes, and he couldn't make the left-hand layup. A great feed, but he just couldn't convert. The other way, Cade Lustenberger's three is short. Carterville's a little cold from outside right now.
Yeah, they are. They've got 2 threes in this game, but only Berkey and Biddle have those.
But again, like we saw the other night, not bad shots.
No, they're open. You got to take it.
Pioneers with it. Nice feed down low, give and go. Can't get the layup from Cannon Wilson. If Carterville can convert the other way, here comes Biddle. Kicks it over to Vanderzeel. Now they get it to Hawkins. He'll take it to the free throw line. His step back jumper's too strong. Lusty, a nice rebound for the Lions. Leaves it for Hawkins, left wing to Biddle. He shoots the three and gets that one to go. Peyton Biddle has 2 threes in the game, 9 points. Carterville leads it 24-8.
Now, again, Carterville's taking very good shots. Not a lot of them going down, but Biddle's hot from beyond the arc tonight.
Driving the baseline, putting it up, getting the nice easy layup. Breakdown defensively by the Lions. It was Gavin Wilkes, his first field goal of the game. 24-10, 5 minutes remaining. Berkey drives the baseline. Now they work it around the perimeter. Over to the right side. Adam Vanderzeel's three was short. It was one of those shots I thought it went in, but it did not.
Just a little bit outside.
Saw the net move and faked me out. Cannon Wilson loses the handle, but the ball goes out of bounds, and that is off of Adam Vanderzeel. Coming into the game for Coach Michael Marks, Lex Deming. Also checking in for Carterville is Braden Wakey. So Trico will control. They get it in, and it winds up left wing to Hines, and he throws the ball away. Another turnover on the Pioneers.
That's 8 in the first half. I think that's 25 the last 2 games that Carterville's created.
And I've got Carterville for 2?
Yep.
Okay. Shocking, our stats match.
Hey, we're in mid-season form.
Carterville's ball, though. Hawkins kicks it to the corner. Berkey's three is good, man. Little fadeaway three from Blake Berkey. He's got 2 trays in the game, 6 points.
I love Berkey hitting that shot because that's just.
And now he draws a charge. Is called by Lex Deming as he got into the chest of Blake Berkey. It's a turnover on the Pioneers, giving it right back to the Lions.
Well, you know, Hawkins and Biddle can score from the outside. You get Berkey and Lusty involved in that.
There's a three from Peyton Biddle, and he knew that was good as soon as it left his hand. 12 in the contest for Peyton Biddle. Timeout with 4:05 on the clock. Here in the second quarter, Lions are up 20. It is 30-10. Timeout on the floor. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you.
Take it.
Presents more
Just
than
a
just
30.
electrician.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702. They've been a proud supporter of Carterville Lions sports with you here for several years. IBEW. providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all, like Bubba Tom Miller would say. Carterville's up by 20. It's 30-10 with 4:05 remaining here in the first half.
Carterville's got 4 field goals in this second quarter, Dave, and they're all threes.
Peyton Biddle just hit the big one to give him the 20-point lead here. Coming out of the timeout, it is Trico's basketball. It's Paxton Seidner. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson drives, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound by Deming is tipped around. He gets it back, puts it up, and Lex Deming is on the board. 30-12, Lions.
Trico.
Oh, down low! Oh. And the flush for Braden Wakey. Breakdown by the Trico D left Wakey wide open, and he dunks it for the Lions.
And I tell you what, if he had a few more steps where he could have taken off, that would have been a major dunk.
Boy, Carterville's step, picking up the pressure. Air ball by the Pioneers the other way. With the step back, 3 is good, though. Nice recovery by Brady Hines for Trico.
That's their first 3 of the game.
32-15, 3:05 remaining. Here comes Hawkins driving, pulls up at the free throw line and pops it from there.
Carterville Dave's hit 5 of their last 6 shots from the field.
8 in the game for Hawkins. 34-15, 2:50 remaining. With the basketball, Trico over on the right wing, Seidner. Now gets it back to Hines. Hines leaves it down low. Nobody was there, turns it over, gives it back to the Lions. 10 turnovers on the Pioneers. Down low the other way, Peyton Biddle gets fouled. They say it was off the top of the backboard. And it's going to go back to the Pioneers.
Hawkins made a pass. I'll kind of give you a visual. If you've ever seen a quarterback thread the needle between 2 defenders and you wonder how the ball got there, that's what that pass was like. And Biddle just couldn't finish.
He caught it. He just couldn't take it to the ground.
He was a little bit too far underneath the basket, but still, what a pass by Hawkins.
Yeah, it was. 34-15. Trico, jumper from the free throw line, a whistle and a foul going to be called on Carterville.
I think that's on Parker Poole.
Yeah, that's going to be on Parker, who just checked into the game.
Parker's got good size. I liked what I saw out of him the other night for being a sophomore.
At the line for the Pioneers, Preston Johnson gets the first free throw to fall. 3 in the game now for Johnson.
They're 3 of 3 at the free throw line, so they're hitting their free throws tonight.
Carterville is 1 for 2. Second one is good for Johnson. 4 now for Preston Johnson of Trico. 34-17, the 17-point lead for the Lions. Over on the left wing, that is Maddox Crane. Now back top it goes to Caden Hawkins. Tenacious D, except he's on offense here. Get it to Parker Poole. Poole reverses, gets it to Wakey, driving, putting it up off the glass. Caden Hawkins got popped. Missed the shot, but Caden Hawkins is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Now he got into the paint, and he knows how to draw contact. And he drew it there, and he's going to get to go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Brady Hines just picked up his 2nd foul. That's the 5th team foul. Caden Hawkins, who had 21 on Monday night, he's got 8 here so far, and is that good?
Good.
Yep, hits the first one. 9 for Caden. Has another one coming. Shane Hawkins had a conference with his other 4 players, and they're saying it took too long.
Yeah,
Shane had 4 players that were not shooting at the bench, and the official said he took too long getting the guys back on the floor, and so it's a turnover. And Hawkins does not get the 2nd free throw, doesn't get the opportunity at. Pioneers, left wing, Wilkes gets it to Wilson. Wilson takes it to the low block. His shot was blocked. As that was Caden Hawkins, it got into him.
Either him or Wakey.
Yep, it's gonna be Wakey.
Well, you know what, Dave? If you don't want somebody to score, make sure they don't score.
And he did that.
And I'll tell you what, I think I see an arm laying on the floor, but hopefully they can get it reattached.
First one is good from Cannon Wilson. Trico remains perfect at the stripe. Getting ready to check in is going to be Brandon Skelcher. Skelch is coming in to replace Caden Hawkins. He'll get a blow. Minute 36 remaining. It's 35-18. The second free throw from Wilson is no good. And coming into the game, or Maddox Crane with the rebound. It's Barrington, drives it, leaves it for Crane. He sets up for three, pulls the trigger, no good. Rebound, boy, going up for it was Lex Deming. He controls and hands it off to Gavin Wilkes. Just a minute 20 coming up. We'll have our Infinity Realty halftime report here with Scott and I. A lot of basketball in the area. Oh, turnover on the Pioneers. Here they come, the Lions. It's taking it to the hole. Barrington, they're going to work it around and reset the offense. Barrington to Skelcher. Skelcher, top of the key to Barrington, left wing to Crane. Crane dribbles once, gets it back to Drew Barrington. They'll set the offense. Coming out is Parker Poole. Poole now to Wakey. Wakey to Skelcher to Parker Poole. His three is good.
Wow, the sophomore says, let me get in on the act.
Three for Parker Poole. 35 seconds. Carterville's up 38-18. Back to a 20-point lead. Trico's ball in the front court. Top of the key. Deming hands it off to Starkey. Now left wing. Look down low. They get it to Wilson. Wilson fights his way to the end of the paint, puts the shot up. Nice kiss there off the board from Cannon Wilson. 7 in the game for Cannon Wilson. Maddox Crane thought about the three, sidesteps the defender, fires and pulls the trigger and gets his first field goal of the game to close out the second quarter. And what a half of basketball it is. Carterville leads it 41-20, the 21-point lead as we head to halftime. Stay with us. Our Infinity Realty halftime report is coming up next. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome back to Trico High School. Dave McKenzie alongside Scott Hudson, where we're at the half, and Carterville Lions have scored 41 points here in the first half. On Monday night, they had 38 points. Scott Hudson, 3 better than they had on Monday night. Looking pretty good here in the first half.
It looks like they're serious about getting that average of 75.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Carterville just shot the ball really well in that first half. The stats, Carterville in that first half shot 55% from the field. They had 7 threes in that first half. 6 of those came in the second quarter. Trico only shot 36% from the field. in that first half. Carterville from the free throw line, 2 of 3. Trico, 5 of 6. Rebounding, Trico did out-rebound the Lions 13-9. Hawkins led Carterville in rebounding with 4. Wilkes and Deming both had 3 to lead the Pioneers. Turnovers, another big reason why Carterville's got this big lead. Trico, 12 turnovers, and just like Monday night, Dave McKenzie, Carterville in the first half with only 2 turnovers.
When you look at scoring, we'll start first with the Trico Pioneers. They're led here in the first half by Cannon Wilson, who has 7 points. Preston Johnson has 4. It is Brady Hines with 3, Lex Deming with 2, and Gavin Wilkes with 2. 20 first half points scored by Coach Michael Marks and his Trico Pioneers. Carterville led here at the half in scoring by Peyton Biddle, who has a dozen on 3 3-pointers in the first half. Caden Hawkins, who scored 21 on Monday night, has 9 first half points. Braden Wakey chips in 4. Cade Lustenberger with 2. Parker Poole has 3. Blake Murphy, 2 3-pointers. He's got 6. And Maddox Crane hit a 3 there in the second quarter. Carterville's hung 41 here in the first half.
But Dave, like the other night as well, you know, Berkey didn't really have much offense in that first half on Monday night because he was in foul trouble. Vanderzeel didn't score Monday night. Tonight, Lusty's only got, 2 points? Yet Carterville's put up 41 on the board. That is a good sign when you have players can pick up the slack when somebody else may have an off night shooting. Carterville's got a lot of kids that can shoot the basketball.
Carterville leads it 41-20. This is your Infinity Realty halftime report. Stay with us. We'll continue here on News Radio WJPF.
Are you a safe? Were they commercial or?
Welcome back to Wednesday night basketball here with your Carterville Lions. We're at Trico High School. The Ernie Bozarth Memorial Tournament continues here this evening. We're at the half. Carterville has the 21-point lead. It's 41-20. Don't forget, coming up on Friday, the Lions will be back in action. This time it'll be a 5:30 start, Scott Hudson. Hope you can get off work as they're going to take on Redbud at 5:30. And then the nightcap will be the 7 o'clock game, Trico and Steeleville. And Carterville, you know, depending on how they do tonight and on Friday night, chance and a possibility to play in the championship game on Saturday.
Yeah, Redbud has looked very good in their first 2 wins against Trico and then earlier tonight against Steeleville. Steeleville had the early lead in that game, I think led at halftime, but Redbud came back. They're a very solid club. I didn't really see any weaknesses, so Carterville would have their hands full with Redbud Friday night, but boy, if Carterville keeps playing like this, there's a lot of people that's going to have problems with Carterville.
I was just, you may have heard come through the phone line, my Twitter bird tweeting there. I was trying to update to see what the scores were for Murphy. Can't get it to load right now, but I know SIU is on the road tonight at Evansville, making their way toward halftime, 37-21, the last score that we had. But Marcus Damask is scoreless and hadn't even taken a shot.
And they've still
they're up 37-21 the latest.
It's kind of like this game here.
Yeah,
Lusty
exactly.
really hasn't done anything, but everybody else has picked up the slack. And, if Damask is going to get going probably in the second half. So, but nothing to worry about there. But, yeah, that's good news that they're up by 16, and Damask hasn't even done anything yet.
It's pretty amazing. 41-20 is our score here at Trico High School as the Pioneers have made their way out of the locker room after their chat with Coach Michael Marks. We're going to go on and take our final break here on our Infinity Realty halftime report. When we come back, we're going to have the second half tip-off. It's coming up next. Thank you for listening to Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF.
Hey, I'll be right back. And get a free Big Mac.
Hey, everybody online. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. Hope you're having a good night. Hearing this song or bump music here, George Lopez, the comedian, he's got a new comedy out I watched last night.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to take a little getting used to, but it's got some potential. It's halftime here at Trico High School.
That's what they say about us, Dave. We've got potential.
Of course, that
We've
song.
been doing it 7 years.
I know. It's exactly. Of course, that song travels with George Lopez. A little lowrider for you. 41-20 here at Trico High School as we're at the half, and we are getting you set for the second half action. SIU at the half leads at 41-21, the 21-point lead for SIU at Evansville at the half. Trico's going to have the ball to start play here in the second half. Kick back and relax here for Lions basketball as they're moving from left to right. Of course, they're the home team wearing the home uniforms here tonight. They get it in and driving, and Hines puts his shot up no good. Rebound out of bounds, controlled by the cheerleader just below us, and it's going to stay with the Pioneers.
One thing Carterville needs to do a better job of in the second half, keeping Trico off the offensive boards. They had 5 of those in the first half.
They get the ball in, but turn it over. Giving it back to the Lions the other way. Bounce pass to Lustenberger. His shot was wild high off the glass, and the rebound and a foul. A rebound by Trico and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Carterville's Caden Hawkins. That's going to be foul number 2 on Tenacious D.
And I think if Caden had it to do over again, he'd just go ahead and take that shot himself. He had his man beat. He wanted to make the nice pass to Lusty, which he did. But when if you're Hawkins, you got the ball and you're open, you take it to the hole.
Johnson gets it to Hines for Trico. Johnson has it. Gets stopped, now throws it up top to Wilkes. Wilkes, over on the left side, it goes to Cohen. Cohen is stopped, and he gets it away. Dishing, driving to the lane, shot's no good. Put up by Hines, and Carterville gets the rebound. Just underway, it's a 41-20 lead for the Lions. 21-point lead. Caden Hawkins takes it strong to the hole, off the glass and good. 11 in the game now for Caden Hawkins.
Everybody thought he was going to hand off to Burke. He was coming the other way, and he didn't hand off. He just took it straight to the hole and scored.
Spun around the defender and got a lane open. 43-20. And a foul is going to be called on Adam Vanderzeel. That's going to be 3.
No, that's a turnover.
Oh.
Yeah. Cohen stepped out of bounds, but give Vanderzeel credit for pushing him out to the boundary to cause that turnover.
Good deal. Gives it back to the Lions. Hawkins again drives the right baseline, kicks it left corner. 3 from Peyton Biddle is short. Goes after the rebound, runs into the Pioneer player who hit the floor, and that was Preston Johnson. And Peyton Biddle has picked up foul number 2.
Just a little short on the 3, but again, good shot. He's open, you got to take it.
43-20. Just under 6.5 to play here in the third. And a foul. Coming out high was Jacob Cohen, the pick on Caden Hawkins. That's the turnover, gives it back to the Lions.
Well, they've had the ball, Trico's had the ball 5 times in this third quarter. 2 missed shots and 3 turnovers.
Carterville, Berkey from the right wing, drives it into the paint. Right-hand floater, boy.
Well, that might be the first bad shot of the tournament.
Yeah, it may be. Trico controls, though. Right wing, Johnson pulls up the dribble, needs some help. Berkey on him defensively. Carterville's matched up man-to-man. Ball's tipped around, they force the turnover the other way. Outlet pass, shot from Berkey is blocked. Winds up on the left wing to Lustenberger. He hits the three-pointer from the left wing.
Nice job by Berkey to stay with it even after he got it blocked.
Yes, he
did.
And
find Lustenberger open for the shot.
46-20, 26-point lead. 5.5 remaining. Driving, kicking it to the corner, head fake, taking it to the hole, up, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Caden Hawkins, his third. They're going to say the bucket was good. Block? No, they say it was before the shot. So Hawkins just picked up third foul. And at the line for the Pioneers, it's going to be Brady Hines.
Yeah, they counted the shot. Yeah, they're still
having.
They're still having. Yeah, they're still having trouble with the scoreboard. I don't even know if that's the right score. They've got 45-22 up there. Well, that was the first basket. So they had 20 at half. They got 22 on the board. So that means they had to have counted the basket.
Which would be wrong because, well, I guess they did. So Hines missed the free throw. 45-22, that would be correct. And a foul on the other end is going to be on Blake Berkey. And that's going to give it back to the Pioneers.
Well, Berkey's a football player. He's used to contact. And we've still got some issues at the scores table.
Yeah, official was over talking to the scores table. 45-22 is the score. And Seidner has Hawkins on him. Carterville forces another turnover. Taking it the other way. Vanderzeel pulls up in the lane. Stepping out of bounds. Giving the ball to Trico.
Well, that's just bad luck on Vanderzeel. He made a nice play to steal the ball near midcourt. Carterville with 2 turnovers. That's how many they had in the entire first half.
Trico's ball to the free throw line, kicks it to the right side. Backing his way in is Kanan Wilson. Down low, finds an open Gavin Wilkes, who banks it off the boards. 4 in the game now for Wilkes. And it's 21-point lead.
Yeah, Wilkes just kind of got lost in the shuffle and little back door, and he scores.
Lustenberger dribbles across the top of the key to the right side, takes it, dumps it to Hawkins. His 3 is short. Oh, big board by Vanderzeel. Throws it to Lustenberger. Now Berkey's going to pull up 3, too strong. And the rebound to Seidner for Trico. He breaks free. Here he comes into the front court. Takes it strong to the hole, runs over the defender. A blocking foul called on Caden Hawkins, who comes up limping just a little bit.
No, it's a charge.
Oh, they did call the charge.
So that's another turnover, 6 turnovers now in the third quarter for Trico. And one thing Carterville's not doing right now, Dave, they're not turning these turnovers into points.
I certainly wish the officials would be a little bit more clear on their calls. A little shady from time to time. Just in their call, I'm not saying they agree or disagree, but trying to figure out what they're calling. Shot from Lustenberger's no good. And the rebound controlled by Trico. Crossover dribble into the front court. Wilkes hands it to Starkey. Gets it to Trico's Jacob Cohen. Cohen now to Wilson. Back to Cohen. Or Wilson puts it up too strong. Big rebound and putback is good from Jacob Cohen. That's his first field goal of the game, Scott.
Well, he did a good job of getting in the lane. And again, Carterville not boxing out on the defensive end and allowing Trico to get some second chances.
45-26. Ball after the shot from Hawkins, no good. Rebound controlled by Carterville. Vandersdale down on the right, low block, finds Biddle. Biddle drives in, kicks it to Hawkins. He's gonna fire a three from the top of the key. Caden Hawkins. That's his first three-pointer, 14 in the game for number 21.
Yeah, only the Carterville's third basket of the second half.
Wilson gets free, drives it, and a foul is gonna be called on Blake Berkey, I do believe.
Yeah, Hawkins, Lustenberger, and Berkey were all there, so I guess take your pick. Well, actually, they're going to show that that's only Berkey's first foul. We thought he fouled.
I'm heading for 2. I'm not shocked by that. Free throw was good from Cannon Wilson.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. After this game's over, this Trico team, they're going to be worn out. They're going to feel like they've just gone through 2 weeks of Navy SEAL training.
Second from Wilson is good. They don't have a big roster. They've got 5 on the floor, 4 on the bench, 5 on the bench, and that's it. Compare that to Carterville with 18 on this roster on our team. Lions, nice give to Wakey. He gets the little kiss off the glass. 6 in the game for Braden Wakey. 50-28.
I like to see Wakey getting involved offensively because I think he can really help this team, especially inside.
Carterville put pressure. Trico breaks it. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Braden Wakey.
Now, he got there just a little late.
Yep.
Good idea, good thought to try to get there, but he got there just a little late.
So at the stripe for Trico is going to be the senior Gavin Wilkes. Wilkes has 4 points in the game. Trico, a very good free throw shooting team, and he jinxed him apparently because he missed the first one.
I'm glad you said that.
We'll say it again.
All right.
This Trico team, a very good shooting free throw team. The second from Wilkes is good. 5 now for Gavin Wilkes. And with 2 minutes remaining, it's 50-29. Jumper from the free throw from Lustenberger, in, out, and back in. 7 for the 6'5" senior. 52-29. Over on the left wing, Deming. Top of the key to Hines, now to Starkey. Starkey pulls up, down low, they get it to Wilson. His shot blocked, winds up with Trico. They can reset. Starkey to Wilson. Wilson, 1 dribble, 1 hop, shot up and good for Cannon Wilson.
Wakey wanted to go up and try to block it, but he didn't want to pick up his 3rd foul.
Smart move.
Yep.
Minute 20, 52-31, the 21-point lead for the Lions. Hawkins takes it into the paint. Little right-hand floater's good after the spin move.
Carterville's hit their last 4 shots from the field.
That's 16 for Caden Hawkins. 65 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Starkey, right wing, dribbles inside the arc, kicks it left side, now to the left baseline. Driving the baseline, Wilkes finds a way, finds an opening, finds the bucket. He's got 7.
Now this is Trico's best quarter by far in this game, and Wilkes, he's very smooth.
54-33. Down low, the pass for Adam Vandersdale got popped, or excuse me, Wakey got popped, no foul. Here comes the Pioneers. The other way. Jumper from Deming, no good. Peyton Biddle gets a rebound for the Lions. Quickly the other way. Outlet pass. Hawkins has to pull up. Turns around, fires it, and high off the glass, no good, and the rebound to the Pioneers. Carterville couldn't get in the set there with 17 seconds remaining. 54-33, Pioneer basketball. Trying to close out the quarter. They trailed 41-20 at the half. Up top, it's Deming. Looks to the left side. That's Hines. Now to Wilson. Wilson's going to take the shot at the buzzer. That's short, and that ends the third quarter. Carterville scoring 13 points here in the third quarter. They lead at 54-33. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action is next on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville. Punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and experience that comes from 40 years in the business. To find out more, visit charliesairandheat.com.
Carterville 40% from the field in the third, 45 for Trico. Carterville has 27 points in this game off of three-pointers.
Caden Hawkins, the leading scorer for the Lions with 16. Peyton Biddle with 12. To pace the Lions, Carterville has it to start play here in the fourth quarter. As they're moving right to left on the radio dial. 54-33 our score here to start play in the fourth quarter. Lustenberger drives it to the elbow, throws the ball away. That's going to give it back to the Pioneers.
That's 4 turnovers now for Carterville. Carterville with this lead, they just need to make, I know they like to play up tempo, but right now they're getting a little bit out of sync, out of whack, if you will, with some of their shots and their passing.
Moving left to right on the dial, it's Trico, and they turn the ball over. The pass intended for Wilson is picked off. There go the Lions the other way. Lustenberger into the paint. Left-hand floater was no good, and it was off of Carterville. They say it wasn't tipped, and it's going to give it back to the Pioneers.
Yeah, again, not the best shot. Lustenberger got in the paint, but he was falling to his left, trying to shoot back to his right, and just couldn't get it to go.
Gavin Wilkes takes it to the block. His right-hand runner is no good after he ran over Braden Wakey. Lions get the board, though. Barrington over to Biddle. Biddle drives, kicks the pass down low to Wakey. He can't pick it up clean, but it's saved by Lustenberger. They find Barrington. Barrington kicks it to Berkey now over on the left corner. Up top it goes to Biddle. He's going to drive, reverse layup is good from Peyton Biddle.
He'll find a seam when it's not even there.
Yes, it is. He's so fast. 56-33, 23-point lead. Lions in control. They led it 18-8 after one. As the shot just thrown up by the Pioneers, Wakey gets the rebound. It was 18-8 at the end of one, 41-20 at the half. 54-33 at the end of three, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Carterville Lions.
With 5 minutes left in the third at Murphysboro, Murphysboro leads Lovejoy 35-25. Low-scoring game there.
Say it again.
Murphysboro leads Lovejoy 35-25 in the third.
That's what I thought you said. Ball belongs to the Lions. Peyton Biddle checks out. Caden Hawkins back in. So right now for the Lions, on the floor, it's Hawkins, Wakey, Berkey, Vanderzil, and Drew Barrington. Hawkins controls it floats to the right wing, gets it to Barrington. Barrington finds an open, kicks it to Hawkins, who's open on the wing right, and buries the three from the right side.
Good job by Barrington to drive the lane from top of the key and then do something what Hawkins usually does, kick it out to the open man.
Pioneers ball, long threes off the mark. Murky the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Cannon Wilson for the Pioneers. That's going to be the first foul on Wilson.
Earlier tonight at Murphysboro, Harrisburg defeated Chester. So Harrisburg goes to 1-1 as I think they got beat by Lovejoy the first game.
They did. Carterville's basketball, and a timeout is called by Shane Hawkins. 5:54 remaining in the contest. Lions up 59-33. 30-second timeout taken by the coach here on News Radio WJPF.
At Brownwood Chevrolet in here.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, supporters of Lions sports. IBEW, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Carterville has the ball and the lead, 59-33. They kick it to Hawkins. Hawkins drives into the paint and goes strong up and gets fouled. And Caden Hawkins is going to go to the line to shoot two, as the foul is going to be on Brady Hines from Trico. That's the third on Hines, the fifth team foul on Trico.
The thing about Vanderzeel is he plays a forward position, probably the 5 on this team, but he can also handle the ball, and he can break down a defense if he has to when he's going to go to the hole.
That first free throw puts Hawkins at 20. Second one puts him at 21, because you know what? I added 1 to 20. And that gives me 21.
I'm surprised you don't work at a big bank somewhere.
I may apply now. Ball goes out of bounds off of Carterville. 5.5 remaining. Coming up, our postgame show, it's going to be our Firemasters postgame report. We'll talk to head coach Shane Hawkins. Trico's ball, though. Still 5 minutes remaining, 5.5. A little left-hand floater from Wilson's no good. Rebound out of bounds off of the Pioneers. It's going to belong with the Carterville Lions.
And again, Dave, on that Trico shot, there were more Trico players trying to get that rebound than Carterville players. That's one thing that Coach Hawkins will probably notice.
Long three from Barrington from the left corner is good.
That's 10 threes in the game now for Carterville.
5 points for Barrington. 64-33. Wilson takes it, left-hander, tried to force it, couldn't get it to go. Rebound Pioneers, going strong to the hole, and fouled is Preston Johnson. The foul is going to be, it's a couple of hands that got in there. Who are they going to call it on?
Got to call, let's see.
Barrington?
Well, we've got the running clock, so.
I think it was on Barrington.
He made the first one.
Misses the second. 5 in the game for Gavin Wilkes.
Ball goes,
or excuse me, Preston Johnson, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Ball goes off of Parker Poole out of bounds, so Trico will keep it.
64-34, the 30-point lead. Rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. Trico will trigger from right in front of their bench. Drew Barrington gets a nice hand clap from his teammates on the far side as he checks out. Skelcher into the game to replace him, and
turnover.
5-second call.
Yep.
The Pioneers is going to give it back to the Lions.
Also in the game for Carterville is Guthrie.
Yep.
Enter Zanman.
XAN, Zan Guthrie. Didn't dress in the first game on Monday night. Zan, a 6'6 junior, wears number 15. We have a timeout on the floor. 3:46 remaining. Lions lead at 64-34 here on News Radio WJPF.
Hi. Yes,
30.
sir. Yeah, I'd like to. Every aim for.
Brandon Skelcher just picked up his first foul on the inbound pass from the Pioneers. So that is the 8th foul on the Lions, and it's putting Caden Starkey at the line to shoot the 1 and 1. Caden Starkey, the junior, his first free throw is good. .3:15 on the clock, 64-35. Lions in control here at Trico. Game 2 of the Ernie Bozarth Tournament. Second free throw is good, no good from Starkey, and it goes out of bounds off of Parker Poole.
Well, Mr. Poole got a shove in the back.
Yes, he did.
And the official decided to let it go.
And Coach Shane Hawkins is going to bring Josh Waller into the game. Josh, the 5'10 junior. Nice to see him get in. Inbound pass is picked off by Chastain. Brock Chastain.
Oh, was it Chastain? Okay, you're right. Now I'm getting my numbers and size of players mixed up.
Skelcher crossover dribble, gets it to Chastain over in the left corner. Drives around, kicks it to Waller. Waller pulls up, needs some help, gets it from Skelcher. Now to Parker Poole, back to Skelcher on the right wing. Skelcher pulls up, right wing. He needs help, gets it over to Waller. Waller drives, gets the layup. Oh, he missed the layup. And the Pioneers come the other way. With it is Seidner. Almost had his pocket picked. Now Starkey, spin move at the free throw line. Out to Garrett Franklin. He misses the shot. And the rebound to Brock Chastain for the Lions with just 1:45 remaining in the contest. With the basketball now with Zan Guthrie. Parker Poole to Guthrie. Guthrie's going to pull up three, no good. And it's Starkey, the rebound for the Pioneers. Outlet pass to Deming. Misses the shot, partially blocked, I believe, by Waller. I think he may have got a hand on that. Parker Poole, left of the circle, takes it into the paint. Kicks it over to Waller. His three's off the back of the iron, no good. Skelcher, the rebound, backs his way in, puts the shot up. Nice job. Nice work, Brandon Skelcher fighting his way for the bucket. And a timeout is called with 1:09 on the clock. It's just a sub timeout, so they can get a couple of players in. Checking in is going to be Caden Wilson. Where's number 33? And it looks like Logan Engel into the contest. 62 seconds remaining. Lions up 66-35. Starkey, left wing. They feed it in to Franklin. Franklin can't control, loses the handle, gets it back, needs some help, throws it away. Gets it to Chastain. He's on the run. Takes it to the left side of the hole, waits on the defender. Nice job and waiting on the defender. And getting the field goal is Brock Chastain.
Nice job to realize the guy was going to try to block it from behind. He just stopped and waited until he went behind him.
They feed the ball down to Deming. He misses the shot. And Carterville gets the board. Josh Waller steps back. They work it around the perimeter. 17 seconds remaining. Caden Wilson has it. Now up top it goes to Chastain. Brock holds, now gets it to Waller. Josh with 8, 7, 6. Carterville's going to run the clock. The ball's tipped in the backcourt. 4, 3, 68, 35. The Carterville Lions knock off The Trico Pioneers in the second game of the Ernie Bozarth Memorial Tournament. The Lions are now 2-0 on the season. Trico falls to 0-2. Stay with us. Our Fire Masters post-game show is coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
Yep.
Carterville Lions run their record to 2-0 on the season after the 68-35 win over the Trico Pioneers here at the Ernie Bozarth Memorial Tournament on Wednesday night. Pretty good game for the Lions. They led it 18-8 at the end of the first quarter, 41-20 at the half. At the end of the third, it was 54-33. And the final score here this evening, 68-35. Scott Hudson, back-to-back pretty good games for the Lions.
Yeah, I would say so. Maybe the shooting wasn't as good, but when you hear the stats, you're going to say, well, yeah, they are. Carterville just didn't shoot the ball really well in that third quarter of the game tonight. But having said that, Carterville still shot 51% from the field. That's 2 games in a row. They've shot over 51% from the field. And remember, they're shooting a lot of threes. Carterville, I believe, had 10 threes tonight. Trico only 31% from the field. Trico was 0 for 8 in the fourth quarter. They did not have a field goal in that final frame. Carterville from the free throw line, 4 of 5. Trico, 10 of 15. Trico out-rebounded the Lions 22-21. Carterville, excuse me, let me start that all over again.
You need some fingers?
No, I've got the wrong page. Oh. Trico out-rebounded Carterville 24-21. They were led in rebounding by Wilkes with 6. Carterville had 4 rebounds from Hawkins and 4 from Vanderzeel. Turnovers, another big key in this game. 22 Trico turnovers, only 6 for the Carterville Lions.
Looking at scoring, we'll start first with the Trico Pioneers. They were led this evening by the 11 points of Cannon Wilson. Also in the scorebook, Gavin Wilkes with 7. It was Caden Starkey with 1, Preston Johnson with 5, Brady Hines with 5 points, Lex Deming with 2, Jacob Cohen with 2, 35 points scored by the Trico Pioneers. Tonight, once again, Carterville is led by Caden Hawkins. He's averaging 21 points a game. He had 21 on Monday night, 21 tonight, hit his average to lead the Lions. Peyton Biddle chipped in 14 this evening. Maddox Crane with 3, Brandon Skelcher with 2, Drew Barrington with 5, Blake Berkey with 2 trays. He's got 6 points. Then you throw in Parker Poole with 3, Braden Wakey, a nice game. He gets 6 points offensively tonight. Cade Lustenberger finishes with 7, 68 points by the Lions, 68-35, the final score here in Game 2 of this contest at the Ernie Bozarth Memorial Tournament at Trico. We're going to go on and take another break here on our Firemaster postgame report. We're waiting on Coach Shane Hawkins, who should be up momentarily. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let
Okay.
(68-35) our final score here at Trico High School. Carterville Lions win the second game of the season, run their record to 2-0 here on our Firemasters postgame report. Our John A. Logan College coaches interview. Coach Shane Hawkins joins us. Back-to-back pretty good wins for your Lions.
Yeah, I thought we made a little bit of improvement, baby steps from Monday night. Tried to really work on getting better half-court defense. We didn't really pick up a whole lot in the full court. It's trying to make us better. And one of the things we told our guys before the game was play the game. Don't play the opponent. Just go play the game. Let's work on us getting better, so that we can get a little bit better each day and kind of make it through this week here.
Coach, in the first game, Berkey really didn't have a good night shooting the ball. Of course, part of that was because he was in foul trouble early and on the bench. Tonight, Lusty, I think, only had 2 at half, but Berkey hits a couple of big threes, and I think that's got to help his confidence, because if you get Berkey going with all the other kids that you got scoring, man, you're going to be hard. You're going to be a hard out.
Yeah, we scored 68 tonight, and I thought we had a lot of good looks that didn't go down. I don't know what the percentage was.
You shot 51% from the field.
Yeah, and I thought we had a lot of good looks that we left some out there, but that's part of it. And what we've tried to get across to our guys is we have to be better defensively, because there's going to come a night we don't shoot it well. There's going to be a night we don't score 68. Can we go in a game 38-36 where every possession on the defensive end is make or break? So that's kind of where we're, as a staff, that's kind of where we're at. We've got some weapons offensively. We've got some guys who can put the ball in the hole, and we shoot 51%, and it felt like we shot 25.
Yeah.
I mean, so we had some looks, and it didn't go down. That's part of it. That's the game. So making that big stride defensively once we can get to that point, we'll be okay.
That defense forced 22 turnovers.
It did. I thought we had some turnovers there. Some of the ones we forced late, kind of gambled, and we're trying just to be solid. And we've got guys who are athletic, and this group's really good in playing in the full court, where you take a few more chances. But against good teams, you just can't take chances because you're going to get burned, and they're going to end up playing 5-on-4. And so trying to get that fine line of being aggressive, but not crossing that line where we're just running around with no plan, and we give up layups on the back end.
Yeah, along those lines with the turnovers, 22 tonight, you've created 39 turnovers unofficially in the 2 games, which really help. I mean, that's a lot of extra possessions you get to score. But, coming into this tournament, no Hinton, no Hartford. So, to me, there were some players that were auditioning for jobs, playing time coming in this tournament. Have you liked what you've seen so far?
I have, and it's going to probably be that way for a while, and just trying to find. And it's again, it seems like we're on a fine line with everything right now. Just trying to get. We've got guys who we're trying to get in basketball shape. We're trying to extend them guys a little bit longer reps to get them into shape. Yes, just to get them to. So when we're in a tight game and they have to play 28 minutes or 30 minutes, that we can do that. But it's also that fine line is we've got to get some guys to take a look at it varsity games where, I'd like to get a couple more guys in the first half when the game's a little bit tighter or still in doubt. But we're kind of struggling with that fine line right now. The other night is foul trouble kind of dictated the rotations, and we're monkeying with it every day, just trying to find that right mix of getting our core 7 guys, getting them in basketball shape, but still getting some guys an honest look when the game still matters, to see if they can help us down the line.
We were talking in our pregame chat, and I talked about how athletic this team is, but what really stands out is the speed, overall speed of this team, and it goes so deep down that roster that is just going to pay benefits for this team all year long.
Yeah, and it's we're trying to use that speed. We're trying to push. We're trying to get our guys to get out and run more, both ways, but more offensively, just so we can go get easy baskets the other way. Not leaking out, but just getting out and running, because we have guys who are really athletic. We have guys who've got some speed. Our skill's pretty good. So it's kind of finding a way to mix all of that together and make things a little bit easier for us on the offensive end.
Next game, Friday night here at 5:30 against Redbud. Saw them play tonight. My impressions, not really any superstars on that team, but they all play the game very well. And they've got the big guy, Hall, in the middle that's going to be a load.
And that's the one thing that Coach Biddle just referred, kind of referenced when we were in the locker room. We've got to be able to find a way to go guard a thick, strong, wide body who's got some skills on the block. And it gives us a test right away on Friday night. Trying to find a way to mud wrestle with him down there, and he knows he's got a big body, he's got great strength, he knows how to use it, so that causes us some issues. So we're going to have to find ways to, you're not going to limit him, but find ways to slow him down, find ways to make things a little bit tougher on him, and then get out and run the best we can.
68-35, the final score tonight. Carterville 2-0 on the season. Congratulations, Coach. We'll see you Friday.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you.
Shane Hawkins joining us here on our Fire Masters post-game report. Carterville again wins at 68-35. They'll be taking on Redbud Friday evening. It's an early start Friday night. 5:30 will be the tip-off. Pre-game coverage will be at about 5:15 here on NewsRadio WJPF. We're going to go on and take our final break, and we'll be back on NewsRadio WJPF.
SI play orchestra.
65-38 the final score. 68-35 the final score here tonight at Trico High School. Carterville again will be taking on Redbud Friday evening at 5:30. Scott and I will have pregame coverage about 5:15. In the first game of the evening, it was Redbud over Steeleville, 46-39. This is game matchup on Friday night. It's going to be a matchup of 2-2-0 teams.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game because, as I told Coach Hawkins, what I saw at Redbud tonight, they've got every one of their players can handle the ball. They really don't have, at least what I saw, a superstar, but they can all handle the ball. They can all shoot the ball. And then they've got the thick body Hall in the middle. It's going to cause Carterville some problems because Carterville still is not didn't really keep Trico off the offensive boards tonight. They're going to have to keep that big guy Hall off the boards Friday night, or Redbud could pull the upset. But the way Carterville's playing right now, creating turnovers, 39 now in 2 games, the way they're shooting the ball with 10 threes tonight, even though Coach Hawkins and I agreed with him that it felt like they didn't shoot the ball very well, they still shot 51%. And if you feel like you didn't shoot the ball and you shot 51%, you're going to win a lot of games. So it'll be fun Friday night.
One other score we can update before we get out of here. Late in the second half, SIU blowing out Evansville tonight, 61-29 was the last score we had. Lions win it here tonight, 68-35, and we appreciate you listening to Lions Sport. Join us Friday night, 5:15 pre-game coverage as the Lions take on Redbud. For our producer engineer back at the studio, that is BRP, Brian R. Powell. My broadcast partner, Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie. Have a great night, everybody, and thank you for listening to Lions Sports on News Radio WJPF. God bless. Thanks, bub.